Well, that leads us to the Tokyo Olympics. You are a gold medalist in the past. You've been to the games before. You were set to be a veteran on this team. Does the postponement throw a total wrench into your training? Does it? You've been there before, so you know what it's like to have a set date and to really work towards that. That date has been pushed. The goalposts have been moved. What does it mean to you?
To be honest, it was kind of a relief when they announced it finally that it was going to get postponed. My stress was over them choosing to cancel it altogether because I had heard that the way Olympics were allotted, the host city only had the year to actually get the games completed. So I thought that they were going to cancel, which that would have been a really big bummer because there's only been a couple times, maybe one time in history where they've been canceled. So when I found out that they were postponed, to me it was a relief. One, it's not canceled. Okay, there's still a possibility to win a gold medal next year. And two, it kind of allowed you to like take a breath and not stress over being in quarantine and trying to stay super fit and ready. Because when everything first happened, I kind of looked at it as, I was thinking, we'll be back in like a couple weeks. And so I was hitting it hard for 2 weeks straight, like training, trying to keep game fit because we were going right into preseason.
Yeah.
And I was kind of at a peaking point. So once they were canceled and once I kind of fully grasped what was going on, I was able to take a step back and kind of chill a little bit and sort out how I wanted to approach my training for the next couple months, knowing that the Olympics were no longer on the table.
Yeah, and I guess you've been to the Olympics before. As someone who watches from his couch eating potato chips, I am always nervous hearing those stories about like Olympic Village and the viruses and dating apps and all the things that happen even in normal years. We have to assume that this thing's going to have locked doors. It's going to be even crazier than the apartment bubble you're living in.
You mean next year?
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like a full year away.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I try to be a hopeful person, so my hope is that we have a complete handle on. I mean, I don't think the Olympics goes forward unless the entire world has a handle on COVID.
Yeah.
So for me, there's definitely going to be heightened precautions that probably didn't exist in the last games that I went to, but I can't imagine that they would actually have the games if what is happening right now, trends upward.
Yeah.
But my hope is that we get it under control. There is a vaccine, and as a global community, we have this thing locked down, and then you can have the games and have the village as it typically is.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your hopefulness. You should take over for my therapist. I definitely want to have that more. I wanted to touch on the worldwide awakening that has went on after the murder of George Floyd and how it's shaping and affecting the sports world. What changes have you seen in the tournament so far?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've, as a league and the Players Association has wanted to bring a lot of awareness to the Black Lives Matter movement and just the racial injustice and systemic racism in this country and the problems that the Black community faces. So as players, people have been kneeling. We've all been wearing the Black Lives Matter shirts, armbands. I would like to see us as a Players Association figure out something together across teams that we could do beyond the tournament. So I'm hopeful that we can do something bigger.
Yeah, and you've faced your fair share of internet trolls and real life discrimination clearly as a member of the LGBT community and after kissing your partner on television. Do you think, as someone who has seen the garbage that is a lot of the response from people who aren't like you and I, do you think we can still turn this around? Do you think that these kind of things in soccer and the sports that we love are helping the cause?
I think that people who come from a genuine place are helping the cause. I don't think internet trolls help anything or anyone, but you also, I think, as humans, have to realize that people behind computer screens, you just can't worry about them.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the things that have been going on these last few months with equal rights, which I spoke to Julie Foudy recently, and I just can't get over I can't get over even the mind state that gets you to the point of being like, women more popular in soccer, bring more attention, but let's pay them less, baby. Like, it's just the creepiest thought process.
Yeah, no, it is, but that's just part of the world we live in, and you just have to keep fighting the good fight.